Philadelphia is a rich city filled with a variety of different cultures and excellent places to visit. From Liberty Bell to the Rocky Steps, all the way to Reading Terminal, the tourist attractions are endless.
With so much to see and limitless things to do, it is easy to forget about what makes Philly truly special, the people. Join us on a tour to see why this city is more than just a tourist destination on this episode of Just Next Door.
Hello, and welcome to Just Next Door, the show where we serve as your tour guides around the city of Philadelphia in search of hidden gems. I'm Lucas Alvin.
And I'm Ange Lazaro. Just like the people of Philly, we have a melting pot of places to show you. From fine cuisine to expressing your artistic side, we have a number of ways to fuel your mind, body, and soul, right here in Philadelphia. So let's get started.
The first stop on our tour gives your taste buds any kind of dining that you could crave, from quick takeout to relaxing dine-in experience, all the way to banquet catering. Cafe Fontana in Maple Shade, New Jersey does it all. Bon appetit.
Friendly, casual. It's one of those restaurants where you don't get a lot of street flow. It's mostly regulars that come back.
Located on East Main Street in Maple Shade, New Jersey, Cafe Fontana's has been serving delicious food for 25 years. With a pizzeria, dining room seating, and event halls, Fontana's is a hotspot for all locals. Fontana's offers a wide range of options on their menu. From pizza to pasta to burgers and wings, Fontana's makes everything fresh and has almost anything you're craving. Not only has Fontana's been around for 25 years, but it also used to be the town's police station and library. Not everyone is aware of the hidden gem located on the second floor. The ballroom upstairs holds a dance floor and a balcony and is used for receptions, luncheons, and other celebrations. The ballroom is a unique part of this restaurant.
Their grand ballroom looks like the perfect spot for someone looking to host a dinner party. If that someone is you, check out their website at cafefontana.com. There you can see a complete menu and available hours. But Cafe Fontana isn't the only restaurant serving up big flavors in the 215.
That's right, Ange. And what has bigger flavor than authentic Philly cheesesteak? Pat's King of Steaks in South Philadelphia is the birthplace of the cheesesteak that you know and love and have been serving up the same recipes since 1930. Let's go put the Philly in Philly cheesesteaks.
The origin of the steak sandwich in Philadelphia started here. What we have to offer is camaraderie in the neighborhood and also the people giving back to Pat's as a community. Another thing that they offer is security for people that come here, as far as knowing your name, knowing who you are. You're not just a number here, you're not just another customer. Everybody kind of gets along and knows who you are.
Pat's been in the community since 1930, so therefore it has had a big impact in the community. I think so. They are the originators of the steaks.
Another thing we offer is history and just, that good old South Philly fight.
The family, it's always been in a family-oriented place. Great place to work, great people to work for. I couldn't ask for anything better.
It connects us to the world. This is a world-famous place, so that makes this whole community world-famous in a lot of ways.
We've been here for almost 90 years now. So the future for Pat's, we're just going to keep going. It's a legacy. It's a landmark. It's nothing but the best.
They haven't changed much other than the concrete that we stand on, and that's it.
We're the best. Plain and simple. We're the best. We are the originators, and the quality of the food is amazing. We don't serve nothing but the best.
With a legendary reputation and 24/7 service, you could say Pat's is operating under high stakes. To enjoy your own authentic cheesesteak, visit patskingofsteaks.com or their Instagram at pats_king_of_steaks. With so many great cheesesteak options on their menu, I don't think I could just choose just one. Could you, Lucas?
Not without flipping a coin. And it will be even harder to decide what to eat once we visit our next stop in Germantown, known for their Philly muffin, Merzbacher's Bakery. Here, the dough isn't the only thing rising to make a difference in the community. Let's roll the tape.
Merzbacher's began actually as Philly bread, and Philly bread was more of a project than it was a business idea. I wanted to learn how to cook, kind of some basic home economics, if you will. So I got a job at a really nice restaurant in Philadelphia. When I made bread, the restaurant, the chef and the servers were all like, "You are really, really good at that." Before I knew it, people were asking if I could, make some bread for their birthday. And so what began as kind of a project soon became a project that had a little bit of money involved. I just kind of kept putting one foot in front of the other and realized that I actually might have a business on my hands. The whole staff at Merzbacher's is very close-knit because when you make bread all day together, you build community. So within the walls of the bakery, there's just a natural kind of community that forms. Then there's the community that comes from selling to our neighbors. We have a window at the front of the bakery. People can pick up between 4 and 8 p.m. most days of the week. Really, we just kind of focus on making sure that every little moment in the company, there's an opportunity to forge connection. All the breads that we make abide by a pretty core product philosophy that is equal parts old school and new school. We kind of keep the traditional aspects that we think make the most sense, but are willing to kind of reimagine things in order to make products kind of more relevant. There have been potato rolls for a very long time. We did not invent the potato roll, but we made the sweet potato roll. So it's classic, it's approachable, simple, but it's also kind of new. Yeah, we do a lot of different products that are approachable, daily breads, but have kind of little qualities that just make what is normally kind of an ordinary staple food into something that's just a little more delightful.
Merzbacher's looks so good. It's almost too inbreadable. To taste it for yourself, check out their website at merzbachers.com. There you will also find when and how to visit their bakery or walk-up window.
All this food is making me full. I just want to stand up and stretch it out. Luckily for me, our next stop is Camaraderie, a yoga studio that intends to relax the mind and loosen the body, even one filled with delicious bread and cheesesteaks.
Camaraderie. We are a mind-body studio here in the heart of Ambler, offering yoga, qigong, conscious dance, and more to support people on their health and wellness journeys. So we've been in Ambler now for a month, and we've received a really warm welcome from the community. We believe, and we think that our students believe, that holistic health, yoga, mind-body practices really contribute to the vitality and overall wellness of a community, both individually and collectively. We define wellness as whole person well-being. Yoga is a holistic model, so it incorporates the mind, the body, the spirit. And what that means is, of course, our physical body and the movements that we take and this idea that movement is medicine, but also our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health.
I should be able to see a little bit of your palm.
I think that there's a lot of stigma around yoga. And some people, what we often hear is that I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. And that is actually the perfect reason to come to yoga. This practice is not about being able to touch your toes. This practice is not about being able to stand on your hands. This practice is really about coming home to yourself, getting centered, getting grounded, and that's something that we could all use. The style of classes we offer here at Camaraderie are very welcoming and accessible for beginners. We're working really hard to break down the stereotypes and the stigmas of yoga practice to make it much more inclusive for everyday, real-life folk like you and me. We are open 7 days a week, morning, noon, and nights. You will often find us open on holidays because we know that this is the time when folks have off. So we want to be available to them that they can come to practice, they can get centered, and like I said, a variety of different times to make it accessible for everybody's schedule.
I feel so at peace. Camaraderie's dedication to fostering holistic well-being makes me want to be more zen. If you are like me and need to relax, you can visit their website at camaraderieambler.com. Lucas, why don't we continue this tranquility with a meditation?
That sounds like a great idea, Ange. We're going to take a quick break to meditate and de-stress, but when we come back, our fellow host Makai Mercano will level up with our guest from the Philadelphia Gaming Initiative. Stay tuned.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
Making just one connection during recovery from mental and substance use disorders can put the strength of family and community behind you. We're all connected, offering encouragement, support, and hope. Join the Voices for Recovery. Strengthen families and communities.
Welcome back to Just Next Door. I'm Makai Marcano. Philadelphia Gaming Initiative is a program designed with the intention of deterring gun violence. This program aims to use esports and gaming in a way that improves life skills. Today I'm pleased to learn more from the head of the program, Michael Brown. How are you doing today?
Well, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. For anyone who's unfamiliar with the Philadelphia Gaming Initiative, what is it?
Philadelphia Gaming Initiative is a anti-gun violence diversionary program. Our goal is to use gaming as a way to deter youth from the mean streets of Philadelphia and to, when they get there to game, also give them life skills that they need so that they could prosper and change their outcome.
That's amazing. What do you personally do at the Philadelphia Gaming Initiative? Like, what's your role?
Okay, well, I am the director of the Gaming Initiative, and I'm also the president and founder of the overall organization, the Action for Justice Collective. We have a partnership with IDE, Institute of Development of African American Youth, and Archie Leacock, and our organizations came together and formed the Philadelphia Gaming Initiative.
Now, what made you create this program? Like, was there any particular event or situation that had occurred?
Yeah, absolutely. I've worked with youth in sports for 30 years in Philadelphia. I've used sports. I've worked with youth as an youth advocate, and I found that there was a group of youth that we were not reaching through sports or just through advocacy. It was a group of youth that I felt like was getting lost. And so we had the opportunity, the ideal for the initiative was brought to us, and we had the opportunity to develop this program to get to that group of youth. And I believe we've done so. We've been able to cater to a marginalized group of youth that was just not being reached. And that's what we were able to do with the initiative, and that's why we kind of put it together.
Awesome. And within this initiative, like, what games do you guys play?
Well, the good news about the Gaming Initiative is we do not promote or play any games where there's loss of human life. Okay, it's important to us that we can that we don't perpetuate that particular part of the gaming. So we use sports we use games where there's camaraderie. You may have levels. There may even be some games where there is competitive fighting, like boxing or UFC or such like that, but nothing where there's a loss of human life. A robot or two, we okay with, but not loss of human life.
Gotcha. And you mentioned this loss of human life and how it is very important to deter from that. Why is it that important in this community that we see today?
Wow, we've suffered so much loss in our community over the past 5 or so years, definitely since the pandemic, where we watched our gun charges and the gun violence just rise, to unseen levels. And it's just important that we promote life, and that we promote things that's going to help our youth be better, or achieve their goals. And our youth should be able to come and go to school and come back and forth and not have to worry about that. And so that's why this environment is important. That's why we don't want to do anything to push that narrative of violence or gun violence in our city.
I agree. Now, coming to a close here, what events do you guys hold, and do you have any special tournaments you guys do?
Yeah, we do have. We've had tournaments where, whether it's 2K tournaments, whether it's Madden tournaments, where our youth has gotten as much as $300 for prizes, and no youth who competes in our tournaments go away without anything. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that all of the youth feel welcomed and everything. So we do have some tournaments coming up early in the year.
Awesome. And last question quickly here. What's your favorite gaming activity?
My favorite gaming activity is literally watching my youth participate in games. I'm not really a gamer, but I provide the programming so they can do so.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have more nonprofits, a barbershop, and a museum queued up for the home stretch of our tour. Stay tuned.
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Are you in an overwhelming situation because of someone else's drinking? Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Local and virtual meetings are available. Maybe one could work for you. Call 1-866-200-0033 or visit alanon.org/hope.
Dear University of... Thank you for your offer
to become student ID number 283471.
While I appreciate your desire
for my impeccable academic record,
I must decline the opportunity to get a generic degree.
I've decided to tell my story.
To be a student,
not a statistic.
I wish you good luck in the future
as I embark on mine.
Welcome back to Just Next Door. Lucas and I have found our zen and are ready to express ourselves. What better way than through art? The Clay Art Studio on North American Street inspires the public by giving them the freedom to express themselves through ceramic art. Let's see how we can transform our futures by what we shape in our hands.
If you're looking for something to do with your hands, look no further than Old Kensington, where the Clay Studio has been shaping Philadelphia for 50 years.
The nuts and bolts is it's a 501c3 nonprofit organization focused on providing the opportunity to have experiences in clay, from exhibitions, classes that adults can sign up for, a lot of different workshops, kind of a broad range of ways to encourage creativity in anyone regardless of age or where you come from. We have this beautiful exhibition space. Our fall show is usually expansive, involved exhibition that brings in artists from all over the country. And in December, there will be a symposium with the artists talking more deeply about the themes and the artwork. The shop is both the front desk and public face for anyone who walks in, but it's also a place where we showcase what we think is really fabulous functional pottery being made today. We have anywhere between maybe 40 and 70 artists at a given time whose work is on display in the shop. We're super proud of the Claymobile. It is a mobile ceramics teaching program, and it's our public outreach program.
The Claymobile was founded in 1994 by Catherine Narrow. She said if they can't come to us, we need to go to them. We touch about 4,000 to 5,000 lives per year. My youngest person, 1.5. My oldest Claymobile person, 98. We do functioning things like bowls and cups and mugs. We also do non-functioning things like nameplates. I recently started going back to Women Against Abuse, and before COVID, we were at the Juvenile Detention Center, the one in West Philly. I am a firm believer that clay heals minds, and I have seen it, I have witnessed it.
It's really a gem in the country, and I would say the world, but I'm a little biased.
Those workshops looked like a lot of fun. If you're interested in signing up, visit their website at theclaystudio.org. I have to admit though, I would rather look at art than create it myself.
Then how about the Halide Project? It is a volunteer-led nonprofit that I had the opportunity to check out for myself. Based in Kensington, the Halide Project features collaborations with artists through workshops and galleries to support film appreciation and historic process photography. Say cheese!
When I moved to Philly, it was not the most hospitable environment for darkroom photography. I had been looking around for artist residencies that either were photography darkroom based or had a darkroom, and I wasn't finding a lot. We thought, a good way to start would be start locally and start this organization, kind of fill that void in the city. We are a completely volunteer-run organization, and Halide wouldn't be here today without the extreme amount of dedication that people have given to it. We're really grateful for everyone who's been involved in every aspect.
What I really like about Halide is that it is really welcoming and that it is community run. People are taking their time out of their jobs and their busy lives to make this place possible, and I don't know, I think that's a really special thing.
We have a really great darkroom that serves both our membership, who can print there, and then also our workshop participants. We started a speaker series, an online speaker series. And so we've kind of developed not just a local community, we're able to also engage our global community, which is great.
It's kind of hard to find opportunities to meet people who are in the very specific community of photography. So it was sort of the main reason that I signed up to be a volunteer, was to be able to meet people.
If people want to come see the show, if they're able, opening is kind of the best opportunity to see it. It is also just a legitimate art form. So to be able to support the people who are doing it and promote it as an art form is very important.
Their new darkroom looks like something I need to check out. If you want to see it for yourself, take a look at their website at halideproject.org or their Instagram at halideproject. Ange, isn't it cool how art comes in all different kinds of styles these days? Absolutely, Lucas. Even hairstyles. And there is no better place to get your new do than Doug's Barbershop in Chalfont. With incredible barbers and $25 haircuts, this barbershop is not something to comb over.
I'm Doug Perry. I'm the owner and barber at Doug's Barbershop. I've been running it about 20 years, and I've been here 28 years. My dad owned it. He started in 1989 while I was still in college. About 10 years after college, I came and worked for him, and I've been here ever since. I get to meet someone every day, 20 different people, talk about family, friends, work, football, whatever it is. So it's fun to be able to have a different conversation with a different person every day, and that's nice. You get a new guy in here and you ask, where he's from, what's he do, why he's never been in here before. I think most of our customers are returning customers. We get a few new ones every week, obviously, but for the most part, it's a base of customers who we just, you don't want to say recycle, but who just keep coming back, like a bartender almost. The barber bond. Tell your bartender your sorrows. Guys do that in here too. Doug's Barbershop gives customers more than just a haircut,
building connections and a sense of community, one appointment at a time. If you want to get a cut of the action, check out Doug'sBarbershop.com. Those new dues might even leave you smoking.
Smoking, as in fire, reminds me of a place I recently had the opportunity to visit. The Fireman's Hall Museum is a lesser-known museum in the Old City area that I'm just stoked to show you. So let's fire away. Housed in an 1898 firehouse, the Fireman's Hall Museum focuses on the preservation of Philadelphia fire history and promoting fire safety. Philadelphia has a deep firefighting history, dating back to 1736, when Benjamin Franklin founded the first volunteer firefighter company called the Union Fire Company.
You can cross the street right in the end of our car. You could be a fireman.
The museum is perfect for visitors of any age, with exhibits including the evolution of equipment, department segregation, fireboats, and even a fire safety prevention area where you can suit up like a firefighter. Located on the second floor is a stained glass window dedicated to all the Philadelphia firefighters who lost their lives in the line of duty. Underneath the window is a memorial wall with the name of each fallen firefighter engraved into it. If money is a concern, no need to worry. Admission to the Fireman's Hall Museum is free, with a $10 donation being encouraged. Whether you're a kid or an adult, the museum offers an informative and engaging experience, making it a must-visit for any museum goer in the Philadelphia area.
Preserving history is a wonderful part of the city of Philadelphia. If you want to reserve a space for a reception, reunion, fundraiser, or enjoy the museum's free admission, you can learn more at firemanshallmuseum.org or on their Instagram at Fireman's Hall. I think that just about concludes our tour.
Sadly, that's true. If you liked your tour guides, feel free to tip. Kidding. But you can keep up with us on Instagram at LaSalle TV. There you can leave us any tips, thoughts, and suggestions. I'm Lucas Alvin.
And I'm Angela Zaro. We can't wait to guide you again soon. But for now, we thank you for watching our final episode of this season of Just Next Door.